how come, oh, you'll give it to a whack dude before and then make a good guy wait? I don't think that you're trying to make the good guy wait. I think that you want him to see the value in you. Sometimes I'm like, all right, if I give it to him too soon, he's gonna think, like I'm not a good girl, or there's no, like, I'm just a quick, easy F or whatever. And I think that's sometimes what women will do. They'll make the guy that they really like wait longer, because that's who they really like see potential in. I might see a husband in you, and just like men like see certain women like, oh, she's wifey material, or she's just somebody I'm gonna smash. I think women are able to do that as well. Like, oh, he's got a lot of good qualities. He got some good stuff going for himself. I'm gonna just, let me see how it goes. Let me make him wait for it.
I can kind of understand her thought process, but the problem is you're presenting a lie. You're trying to put on this fake persona that, oh, I'm this good girl and I don't really do stuff like this. But the reality is you do. You loosey-goosey with it. And half the time you ain't fooling nobody. But I'll tell you what it really is. It's not just that they want to make themselves seem like the good girl. They give it up to the bad boys because that's the only way they can compete. See, you're the good guy. They know you're going to stick around and wait for it. But those bad boys, that bad boy with options, he's not sticking around long if she tries to hold out. The other thing is, the bad boy, he's exciting. He turns her on. You're the nice guy. She likes you. You cool and all. But you don't make her hot and bothered like the other guy. And I'm not saying women can't pick and choose who to give it to, but this is literally rewarding bad behavior. And you're sending a message to the good guys that maybe they should act more like the bad boys. So either consistently be a bop, or the better option is actually be that good girl that you pretend to be for the good guys.
I'm really shy. I don't really know what I'm doing. Did I do it right? I've just never really done this before.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
So I was talking to a male friend of mine the other day, and he told me that women don't apologize and women can't be held accountable. And I began to really think deeply about this idea. And one of the things that came across my mind is, in the last 9 months or so of me being in my private practice, I have myself experienced many women, whether they came in as a couple or they came by themselves, they very abruptly discontinued their therapy. And I started to reflect and really think, what was going on here? And I noticed that after I had to confront them about something, I had to bring to their attention something they were doing that wasn't contributing to the health of the relationship, they became very defensive and very, just very harsh, and they stopped coming. And even though the husband would continue to come, he made it very clear that, yeah, she won't apologize. She thinks you're wrong. She thinks you're taking my side. And I began to really reflect, like, oh my gosh, is it true that women don't apologize? Is it that women struggle with being held accountable? I'd love your thoughts on this. Me personally, I think it has to do with a person's level of emotional maturity. What do you think?
Emotional maturity is interesting, especially seeing how people talk about how women supposedly mature faster than men. But I digress. What I think it is we give women too many passes in life. Especially the pretty girls. We spoil them. We tell them whatever they want to hear. We treat them like they're these objects that are too fragile to handle the truth. Women need to stop taking criticism as a personal attack. They need to learn some humility and acknowledge that sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you might be the problem.
That one right there, babe.
Which one?
This one.
Body catcher, slaughter gang soul.
He the one that tried to grab my ass.
Like grab it like what?
He was like,
Ain't no regular F-150.
I told him I was going to get my husband to come in here and whip his ass.
Well, why?
Go.
No capper, street nigga, not a rapper.
I'm trying to figure out what happened.
He grabbed my
Just to a booty clapper, Smith and Wesson, a folk hair gang.
and I said, I'm going to get my husband to come in here and beat your ass. So go
Why
do
would you tell him
it.
that, though?
Because you can fight.
F-bitch, you so West End. I heard Poppy outside, and he got the double R.
that girl don't love you. Because why would she put you in that situation? She better call the cops next time.
You know why being overweight is one of the smartest things you can do? Just imagine a zombie apocalypse and there's no more food left. All the overweight people have the food in their tummy. So they would live longer than the people who aren't overweight.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
Was special for a lot of people that a lot of people don't even know about. She was wonderful as an individual, I mean,
Her energy, her soul. She was just
Enchanting was special for.
on energy.
She did have a lot of fans. She had 1 million followers on Instagram. She had a lot of fans, man.
It's just something about her that just feels so special to me. You know what I'm saying? I never heard of her before this happened. And it's something that seems so special to me. You gotta get right, buddy. Number positive over here.
It's some sick work to cry over an OnlyFans model that you've never met in real life. And it's one thing to cry over a celebrity who's had a major impact on your life, but when the most impactful people in your life are showing ass for $5.99, you need to seriously reevaluate your life.
How old are you?
23.
How long was your last relationship?
We still in a situationship.
How long?
6 years.
6 years. So why not just cut it off and find somebody that you're, actually interested in?
Because the time we've been together too long. We've been through too much.
But situationship how? I don't understand.
We got married and now we in a situationship.
You got married?
Yeah.
But you're separated.
I'm like that.
Hey, how are you?
I'm Arizona. How are you?
Good. Are you single?
No, married 42 years next month.
How do you keep a marriage alive that long?
Communication. Don't go to sleep angry. And just don't think about yourself. Ask him what does he want, what's pleasing to him. So we don't think about ourselves, we think about the other person. And our husband never got any sex before marriage. I dated him for 4 months. Then he gave me an engagement ring. And then we planned a wedding in 6 months for 250 people.
That lady dropped in like she was her fairy godmother. That's old school thinking right there. She said they only dated for 4 months. Just 4 months. Meaning they weren't just dating around. They were dating with a purpose. Or they were courting each other. However you want to say it. Also, she said no sex before marriage. Now, I don't know how many of y'all can pull that off nowadays, but I'm all for it. And another key thing she said is they think about each other, not themselves. Too often people get into relationships and think, what can this person do for me? How can this person be a good partner to me? They're not thinking about how can I be a good partner to them? How can I treat them well? People are too self-centered to think about their partner's needs. And when you have two people who are intentional about making the relationship work and they're selfless, that is a recipe for a successful relationship. Well, all right, that's all I got for this video. Please let me know what points did you agree with, what points did you disagree with. Leave your comments below and let me know what you thought. And if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. And if you got anything out of this video, hit that like button. Disagree to disagree. I'm out.